Julius Malema says the battle is still on and 4 sandparks officials arrested in connection with rhino poaching will appear in court today. I'm Richard Brooks. ANC Youth League President Julius Malema, whose expulsion from the party was announced late last night, says the battle is still on. He addressed hundreds of his supporters gathered outside his home at Zone 1 in Seshego outside Polokwane, shortly after the announcement was made at Latuni House in Johannesburg.
We must accept that is the decision, but that is not the end of the road. And it is still early to celebrate because the road ahead of us is going to be very long. And it needs men and women who are determined and who are very strong, because if you are weak, you are going to fall in the process.
The Democratic Alliance says Julius Malema should just accept the decision by the ANC Disciplinary Committee's decision to expel him from the party. DA leader Helen Zille says this will have an impact on South African politics.
This is an important event in South African politics because of the nature and style that Julius Malema had adopted in the South African political terrain, and in doing so he certainly exceeded the boundaries of the ANC's constitution and their rules. So this internal disciplinary will have a big impact on South African politics more broadly. But further than that, we really do not want to get embroiled in the internal processes of other parties.
The first batch of the 17,000 reinstated Impala Platinum mine workers have spent their first night underground at the mine in Rustenburg in the northwest. They reported for work last night after a 5-week-long illegal strike that left 3 people dead and damaged property and businesses. The mine agreed to reinstate them after an intervention from the Northwest Premier Thandi Modise, the workers' union NUM and others. However, Impala is planning to retrench about 2,000 workers, citing production losses as a result of the strike. The 4 sandparks officials arrested in connection with rhino poaching will appear in the White River Magistrates Court today. Hawks spokesperson Macintosh Polela says the 4 face charges of poaching and defeating the ends of justice. He says they are still looking for one suspect who they believe has the 2 rhino horns as well as the weapon that was used to kill the animals. The 4, who include a Kruger National Park ranger, were arrested on Tuesday after a rhino cow and her calf were found shot and dehorned in the Pretorius Corp area of the park.